This is a full Isan feast, and you probably haven't seen most of the dishes, like this fried papaya salad, lotus stem shrimp salad, coconut herb curry, and more, including one of the items I want to try the most in this meal. This is called Oh yes, I love Isan food and I try it everywhere I go. Today we have a raining day in Bangkok. I don't know what's going on over the past week, but it has been pretty much raining every day. But for today, I'll be eating at an Isan restaurant. Isan food is the food from Isan region, which is Northeast Thailand bordering Laos, and it is quite different from the Central Thailand food, but it has been taking Bangkok by storm over the recent years, and I love Isan food as well. And today, this place we're trying is called Baan Somtum. It is recommended to me by one of my friends in Bangkok who runs restaurant, and he told me this is a great place. There's a lot of selections. Bang means house. Somtum is this basically is papaya salad, this thing. And Baan Somtum is the house of Som Tum, but with other things as well, so Isan food. This is a good place because first, it has a lot of selections, and second, it has AC and it's nicely decorated so we can enjoy a little bit tranquility amidst the hot and humid raining day. Now we already have the entire table spread of dishes. The speed is on point, and this is good for a family photo for all the dishes, but let's just get to it, right? So first one, this is Som Tum, but not just any Som Tum. As you can see, this is fried papaya salad, so it's called Som Tum To. And here, this is like the sauce that we pour over it. This is called Nam Som Tum. So Nam is water, so water Som Tum on top of fried Som Tum. So this thing has, I can see tomato, chili, peanuts, and some watermelon glory. Put it on top and just mix it up. Do this, right? Like, ooh. Wow, really, really crispy. And well, let's try this. Almost like French fries, but crunchier and lighter. And you have it from the sauce that brings up the sweetness and acidity. This one isn't that spicy. Some Som Tum is really spicy. I did not know yet you can eat Som Tum this way. And you also have a little bit crunch from the peanuts. This is great. If you want to do a vegetarian restaurant, you can do this. Moving on, we have another Som Tum. This is Tang Lai Wa Gung Sun. So Tam is, this action is called Tam, so that's why Som Tum papaya salad involved this, right? I mean, like, it's whatever. Okay, so Gun is shrimp, and we also have lotus root, raw shrimp, tomato on a banana leaf. Let's try the shrimp first. I mean, this is like a raw shrimp. I hope this is good. I mean, oh, that's good. Really fresh and almost a little bit creamy. The lotus is also really crunchy, but it's different from the lotus root texture. The lotus root is a bit like starchy, right? It has a little bit crisp, but at the same time, it's a bit starchy. This one is just pure crunch. But at the same time, it feels like a little fibrous on the outside, almost like you're chewing tender leek or like a exterior of scallion. Flavor profile is the same or similar. Not as sweet. This is a bit more spicy and funky from the fermented fish sauce. Once you get a little more advanced into the Isan game, you will notice that there's so many different types of Som Tum, not just papaya salad. That's like 101, that's the base, and you can have so many things on it, like the lotus stem, or shrimp, crispy pork, century egg, or rice noodle, or fish cake, everything. And the Som Tum, the papaya itself can even be fried. So it's a really wonderful landscape of Som Tum itself. Next one is very exciting and one of the items I want to try the most in this meal. This is called Yang Kanong Gimbatu. So you have the crispy fried catfish. Then we have rice noodle at the bottom, some peanuts and chili. Interesting. This one is not Som Tum, but also like a mixed dish, right? So look at that. We have the rice noodle here, dill, cilantro, chili, peanuts, and of course the crispy fish. The rice noodle has a little crisp compared to the other version I have. This is the catfish. Oh yes, it's so airy and light and crispy and savory. And for the entire seasoning, you still have like the slightly sweetened fish sauce, spicy, sour, sweet. But this one is not so sweet. You taste more of the I guess the fish sauce and a bit of sourness because Isan food isn't really known for its sweetness. One of my favorite items. The next dish, I gave up the name in Thai because it is too long. But basically, this is braised beef with fermented fish sauce and coconut milk. A curry. There is the beef, of course, and maybe some bamboo shoots, morning glory, and kaffir lime leaves. Let me try a little bit of a soup first. It's like a beef stock infused with some coconut milk flavor. And with a hint of fish sauce again, a little funky, a little sweet, and some herbs as well. I can taste the lime leaves, the galangal. So it does have a quite soothing yet complex flavor profile. Basically, the beef stock flavor, a little bit coconut, and all the various herbs infused in a little fish sauce. Yeah, let's try the beef shank. Good, tender and rich in flavor. There are also some various chili in there to give it some degree of heat, but this one's not super spicy. And we have like this small eggplant thing that's cooked and soaked all the flavor, and some crispy bamboo shoots. Very interesting. This is the first Isan dish I see with coconut milk in it. Moving on, we have Isan sausage. The texture tastes like somewhat like a Chinese pork sausage, but this one has a bit of like sweetness to it. I think this one is more sweet from the Chinese version, but it's less sweet from the Chinese Thai version in Chinatown. Like somewhere in between. Moderate amount of fat in there, so good lean and fat ratio. I think the Thai Chinese version is a bit leaner because it's being fried and it's more crispy. And I think the Chinese version might have a bit more fat. So this is like lies somewhere in between. Now we have some peanuts here. This thing is ginger again. The same ginger that has a bit of like peppery flavor and bitterness. This ginger is quite different from the Chinese ginger or any other ginger I have come across. It's really a Thai regional thing. Some peanuts, some fresh herbs. Oh, let me do this. Eating a Isan style barbecue with lettuce. Here we have our grilled fish, Papaya. Grilled fish with an eggplant sauce. Never tried this before. On the menu, there are many fish items, including those I really like the fried tilapia fish, lapak crab or something, but I'm choosing to try something different because I want to try something different each time. So we have the grilled fish. Okay, so looks very nice, like the skin has the caramelization, and we have the bones here, and that's the meat. And we have the eggplant dipping sauce, but let's just try this on its own. That is legitimately very good. Not only it has a crispy skin and caramelized surface, it really has a charcoal smoky flavor. Let's try this dipping sauce. A little bit eggplant and chili, most likely fish sauce involved as well. Yeah. Again, a hint of funky umami flavor, fish sauce, a small amount of heat from chili, and the eggplant is more just like a textural thing that carries the flavor. I think this fish is stuffed with something, some kind of like spice and herbs mixture. And now to eat the fish, finally, I'm using sticky rice with my hand. There's already one piece, so basically like sticky rice here, and we have some fish here. I think I'm just gonna use my hand like this thing. I don't know what it is. Some kind of like fish flaws or spice mixture like this, and put it on top. A hint of the... Oh, okay. That's just the proper way to eat it. Spice, herbs mixture, and vegetables. It smells like wasabi. So this one as well, dip in the sauce again. That's a complete package. Last but not least, we have this dish called lap pep, which is duck lap. This is a dish that brings me to the realm of Isan food. And the first time I had it was in New York, lap pep udon. So I remember this one. And well, I'm trying this lappe here in an Isan restaurant in Bangkok just to see what should I expect. Well, pretty much looks like the same, right? You have minced duck, but this one has no gizzard compared to the one I have in the States, but there are different variations, right? So we have just minced duck in onions, scallion fried, lime leaves, chili. Oh yes, pretty much exactly the same. Very rich flavor with all the fragrance from all the herbs, a little bit heat from the chili. This one has a bit more coriander for freshness. This one doesn't have crispy duck skin though. I like the New York version better, but this is still pretty decent. By New York version, I mean the chef is from Udon Thani, so it's also authentic Isan food, but just, you know, a little bit different variations depending on who you are, right? Like different family recipe and all that. And of course, sticky rice. I'm not the best when it comes to eating with my hand and all the sticky rice and stuff. I guess if you're not used to it, you can just use a spoon and fork, but this is the proper way to do it. All right, that pretty much wraps up this meal. The food is amazing and there are so many different varieties, expanded my horizon. Isan food. My favorite is the rice noodle with the fried crispy catfish. And the fried Som Tum is also quite interesting. Lapet, just as good. The coconut curry with beef and fish sauce is equally interesting, so overall I'm quite happy with the meal. And also the price is quite good as well. The entire meal of 6 dishes costs something like 1,200 baht, which is less than $30 for all that dishes. So I think it's amazing. And on top of that, this place has AC, which is quite important in this kind of weather in Bangkok. Make sure to like and share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.